Good day, good day. We're at War 10 versus EVO. War 11's already underway, but I had a very busy couple of days and only getting around to this now. I also recorded this once already and it all screwed up, so this is take 2. We've got, I've forgotten already, Galan, Leader, and Negasonic. Another new team for the season. At least I'm getting lots of variety, which is nice. I've legitimately kind of forgotten what goes on in this war already. There's a bit of a treat for you. I do have some good fights. I also have some of the worst performances I've made all season. Like, literally have no idea what's going on. Lost my head, and it's awful. But in the meantime, long loading screen, so I can waffle a bit more. And we're going to get to it. So we're going path 1 today into path, path 6. And then we've got a couple of minis in Sentinel on 37, which was a last minute change. And also the reason I'm bringing Leader and Korg on 40. And I'm not sure why I bothered to look at the boss island. So Medusa here on node 1, very easy fight with Leader. Obviously I can hit her normally to start with, and then once she gets furious she will auto block after my second hit. So it's going to be parry, light, parry, light, parry, light, repeat. The regens will build up and my spectres will reverse it and just absolutely cheese it. And it's how Leader's meant to be played in general. So yeah, this is a really nice fight. I've been used to using Leader in BGs a lot, taking a lot of serpents with him, so I've been sort of going for longer combos because, you know, I want to get the withers on as well, and he works very well, but in general can just stick to the lighter hits, which I'm not overly used to, but obviously the required play here just plays into his hands. And you can see she's just absolutely melting super quickly. Keep her in the green door, which isn't an ultimate necessity, but it does help. And she's done. Very easy fight. What was it, 35 seconds? Lovely. Now, Red Skull with Galan here. Should be another easy fight. The play is to obviously not parry him, even though once he has all his armors up, he's almost stun immune. But, you know, don't parry. We don't want to trigger masochism, and we're going to stick to L1s only because we don't want the incinerates from L2 to, again, trigger masochism. For some reason I hit his block at the start like an absolute schmuck, so that's good. I do have the combat regen on from the previous fight, which I felt confident with. But yeah, he's just being super passive now. Catches me with a combo, which is nice. Poor start, but not the end of the world. Not overly worried. And he's just being like really passive. Throw the damn L1, you prick. Like, come on, man. There we go. So we can punish that with heavy. Build up a couple of small harvests. We're going to let auto block run out. Get a couple more hits on for a couple more harvest charges. And we're going to wipe off half his health. And we're just going to repeat the process. There's no point in me punishing his special one there with a heavy, because it won't give me any charges. And because I have no charges anyway, I wasn't going to get anything. So we'll stay out of the way. And again, just slow build the repeat process. Punish that one again. And now here, I thought that I waited out. I was a split second too early. Auto block. He catches me with a 56k crit heavy. What the fuck? Like, ridiculous. We get the L1 off. All is not lost. We somehow accidentally parry him successfully with 9 armors. That's a 10% chance of stunning, which it does. Triggers masochism. Catches me with an unblockable and finishes me off. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, should be one of the easiest fights on the map. And just unbelievable. Like, ridiculous. So, I'm going to go back in. And, you know, I only need a tiny harvest here. Punish the first L1 with a bar of power myself. And it's just an easy finish, but unreal. And this isn't even my worst fight of the war, which is sad. Anyway, we get him down. We're very sad. We move to section 2, and we've got Nick here on node 24, I think. The Fisticuffs node, which we are no stranger to. Negasonic is great here for it because she can passive stun and all her incinerators are passive, and therefore she just completely ignores the node. And if we do well enough, we can pretty much get most of our damage down before Fisticuffs even ends. He can't bleed me during it, Plus she reduces the ability accuracy of bleeds from skill champs anyway, so that's nice. Obviously we don't want to just work to bait L2s, keep him at 2 bars ideally, and yeah, it's a good time. Very easy fight. I have an invulnerability boost here because of the inevitability of what always happens when I face Nick. You know, he's dangerous on any node that he's on, whether it's BGs or anywhere on the map. Unless you have a silly cheese counter, like you can handle him with Penny or with Deadpool X-Force, etc. Sometimes Toad I used to like to do. There ain't any way you're getting out of this fight quickly, and therefore any fight that you're in for a longer period of time can always become dangerous. That's why we don't like to sell on fight time. Not because we like to just be quick, but get out the fight as quickly as you can to make your life safer. And so far it's going well, you know. Here I don't play it brilliantly. I'm going to do a full combo into an L1, and what I should have done was just held back and baited a heavy, because now he's got unblockable and I haven't pushed him to L2, so I went full cell, full ending combo into his block, which was bad, got me hit, used my indestructible, which I needed. I do have a bleed on me for some reason, but it's not the end of the world. He's still unblockable, and we're just going full send. My L1 still didn't kill him, but the incinerates to follow up did. Little error there, but went pretty well. And now we've got Chavez on the final node here, Conflictor, with Leader. This is where I do want to do sort of longer combos to get the withers on. I also switched to Spidey Relic to get the passive wither, so I can control her power a bit more and also control her dimensions more importantly. It doesn't really matter what heavies what zone I trigger here. Ideally I want to keep it to 1 or 3 hits because I don't want the thorns damage, and then the withers will just take care of that anyway. So she's very easily controlled here. I don't care so much about the prowess puncture either, because I don't really intend on taking too many blocked hits. Keep her in the green door as well, so it applies, I think, a vitality passive or something, you know, to reverse some regen, which is nice. And yeah, it's a bit of a slower fight, but feels very safe. Obviously we can control her MD again with withers as well. Yeah, it's going well. Bit slower than I'd have intended though, but that's okay. I didn't really want to play too risky and go for loads of light intercepts all the time. It's not necessary. We're keeping safe. Probably should have gone for 3 bars and an L3 for the degens, but never mind. We are melting her nice and easily now, and that's end of a decent fight. Now, Sentinel on node 37 should be a very easy fight that can be done in under a minute. The players parry light, parry light, parry light, build up lots of regens and melt him. As I said, I've been used to sort of using him in BGs, mainly against serpents with like longer combos for the withers and stuff. I'm aware also of how I played against Medusa, which was lovely. Although here I play absolutely terribly. You'll notice I've put it on super speed. And that's because I managed to make this into a 4.5 minute fight and almost a timeout. Really no idea what the fuck I was doing. Just completely lost focus, my head, concentration. And as a result of just the way I played it, spacing his L1, baiting that, baiting root, I wasn't able to get more than 2 regens on it at a time. I went for a little bit better there with just parrying to keep him in the green door, and we did take off a much larger chunk of health more quickly. And then we just go back to playing like an idiot again. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't die on this fight. As I've already said, it's a 4.5 minute almost timeout, but a solo. But I'm more ashamed of this fight than I was than the Galan death against Red Skull. I'm no expert with Leader. I've been using him more. don't really count BGs, but I couldn't even upload this into the war chat because it was too long, and I couldn't cut it or anything. I just didn't have time. But if B McG is watching this, he's going to vomit, and I'm eternally sorry. I was focusing on going for the withers, I think, for his power gain, but technically don't even need them till the end of the fight. And also, if I'd have played this properly and not like a dickhead to start with, he'd have been dead and melted before the power gain was a problem anyway. So yeah, that was awful. But we can finish off our war now with Node 40 Korg. Back with Negasonic. Again, her passive stun cancels out Obstinate Charge, which is lovely. And she shuts down Evade, so Mixmaster isn't a problem. And I can parry safely because, like, the parry medium, and then into a 5-hit combo, doing that twice and then multiple hit specials is just going to keep the fuse charges or whatever they're called at bay for the Soul Barb, so that's not going to be an issue either. All in all, we completely shut down pretty much every aspect of this fight, unless I play like a dick, which we've shown that I'm capable of, but we're just going to finish off clean here. So yeah, very, very happy with this. He's melting nice and quickly. As we know, Korg has pretty poor energy resistance, so yeah, the Incinerates are just doing their job. Don't care about Rock Thorns. And he's going down in good time. And that brings me to the end of this ridiculous war. Which we did win. I forgot to do my usual sort of screen recording of the score at the end, but we did get the win. We were much better as a team. One guy did have quite a few deaths, so that inflated ours a bit. But yeah, we did do well, much better. That puts us into back into top 10 Masters with 2 wars to go. So yeah, GG's again to EVO. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!